Dear Teroxx community, welcome to our video news market update video, and today we will talk about Bitcoin, the ETFs, and an AI hype. Inflows of the ETFs are slightly down compared to start of February, so maybe we see a normalization here, or we see a negativity all around. This is what the topic is all about for the upcoming week, but maybe 50k support line will be tested once again. We will take a look on the numbers later, but what's interesting here to see it that now we've seen a change in the market, because the future change of supply dynamics could be changed if the ETF suppliers are buying a lot of stocks. So if we have a normality resume 250 million inflow into the Bitcoin ETFs, then everything will change, because the current price is just the marginal trade. BlackRock is going to test this theory, and if you would like to buy a lot of Bitcoins, then 98% of all the Bitcoins are already cost above 100k if you try to buy it, because the ETF suppliers are not allowed to sell if the customers don't want to sell, and they are buying a lot of the open supply. So here you can see the trend is already on fire, that the ETF supplies are getting stronger and stronger in the market. So we can maybe see a trend inflection point soon, but buyers and sellers are likely to fight here where we are at the moment for control, because, and this is always interesting, of course we need setbacks in the market, and of course we will see a small setback upfront, the halving, before FOMO is kicking in at latest mid of March. The SEC seeks comments on Bitwise Grayscale Bitcoin ETF options. So what we see is here, the next thing for Bitcoin is that we will see an option trading, a derivative trading, and the asset managers are looking forward to it. The SEC now needs to react until September, and this is just a normal thing. Nearly all ETFs are having it, and in context of Bitcoin ETFs, this would mean that investors could hedge their investment rather than having Bitcoin itself. The Grayscale CEO is saying this is quite good, and this will help investors to better navigate market conditions or achieve desired outcomes, such as generating income, for example. Riot Platforms boosted BTC output by 19%. The halving will wash out some miners, mostly smaller miners. The big companies will have a bigger share. It will be more centralized and stuff like this. So Riot Platforms increased the number of Bitcoin they mined, and of course they are having more money earned due to Bitcoin is slightly higher than it was in 2022. So the increase in Bitcoin mining revenue was driven by slightly higher values of Bitcoins and more Bitcoins mined as well. So here you can see that this is quite interesting, because this is quite heavily to see what will happen to the market when the halving is done, because then centralized miners or big mining companies will even have a higher share if the smaller miners are getting washed out. So here you can see it in the numbers already. Let's now talk about AI. AI is the thing to watch at the moment. It's in a hype cycle, and the Nvidia share rose around 70% in 2 months. Last month 30% up. Last week, with the good numbers they presented, $100 up in 2 days. Crazy times. Of course here it could be a bubble, but what I wanted to show you is that we are having a new trend and or new hype in the market of digital assets, because if you take a look on AI related projects, they are all up in the greens in the last 7 days. So here really a new hype could occur, because if you take a look on the normal market conditions, you can see that of course some are up like Ethereum, but mostly the market was in consolidation phase and slightly down. So keep an eye on AI. This could be the next big thing for 2024. Market slightly up because of the Ethereum uptrend, but all in all nothing really happened in the market. Now let's talk about the Bitcoin ETF inflows. Start of February they were nearly 500 million per day. Last week we had negativity and roughly 200 million positivity in the positive days. So just let's say 50% of the inflows from start of February. So here maybe we see a normalization, or we see that everything is settled for the moment. So keep an eye on this, because what the numbers are showing, if the numbers are high of the inflows, Bitcoin price is going up. If the inflows are not that high, Bitcoin is consolidating or is going down a little. So keep an eye on this. This could be super interesting. High inflow numbers meaning up, low or negative output is slightly Bitcoin going down. So here you as well can see we are at a changing point at the moment a little bit. So keep an eye on this. These are the charts to watch if you want to trade Bitcoin at the moment, because if you take a look on Bitcoin, we have a resistance at 53, we have a support at 5500, and we are just waving between these lines. Nothing really happened in Bitcoin. We tested this support once and then the market as well went up, so this is quite bullish and healthy. But let's see what will happen in the next days. If we are breaking below the support, you easily can see the next support line first of all would occur at 48,400, so meaning we have a vacuum and liquidity to fill that is not getting bought up in the last 2 weeks. So keep an eye on this. If Bitcoin is going up, we easily can go up to 53k and above. This will be no problem. But if we see negativity, keep an eye on this, where to buy back, because then short term there could be huge volatility in the market before then going up from the support lines once again. I hope you like this video. If you do so, I would love you to comment, like or share this video, and we'll see us next time when it comes to weekly crypto news and market update provided by Teroxx. Here you can watch another video of ours, or you just subscribe to this channel down below to never ever forget or not seeing a video that we are posting. Have a good week, stay humble, stay cool, and we'll hear us next week when it comes to crypto news and market update provided by Teroxx.